What's going on, Ecomi homies? Today we're going to take a look at the Immutable X migration swap options for the Ecomi OMI token. Welcome back to LimeTube, and if you enjoy my videos, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, as it really motivates me to create more content for you. It's free to do so and it helps me massively. I posted a video yesterday talking about the migration which is taking place next year, and I guess this is a follow-on video to talk about the different swap options as part of that migration. So let's jump straight into it. Beginning in the new year, migrating your tokens from the existing GoChain OMI and or wrapped OMI, otherwise known as WOMI, to the new Ethereum OMI will become available. There are 3 swap options available depending on how you wish to use your tokens, with varying degrees of knowledge and costs incurred. As a warning, please only use official links. The OMI token migration to Ethereum will not begin until next year, and the date has not yet been announced. So make sure you check their Twitter page and Discord page and make sure both are aligned with the right date. Now that the minting of NFTs on Immutable is complete, we have begun preparations for the migration of the OMI token to Ethereum. This is the second article in the token migration series. If you missed the first article, we strongly suggest you read it before continuing. So the first video I posted yesterday was going over the first article, and this is the second video related to this series. In order to migrate your tokens, there are 3 options available to you. Upon completion of this article, you should be able to determine which option is most suited to your circumstances. So the first one is the Veve App. Your in-app OMI wallet is one of the cheapest options available to you for token swap. Any OMI tokens that are swapped through the in-app wallet will be automatically swapped to Layer 2 OMI. We will advise you as to when this will take place to ensure you have ample time to move your tokens if you wish. So this is probably the most straightforward option and the one that's probably recommended for ease and for cost efficiencies as well. As a reminder, L2 OMI can be used within the Veve app for a range of utilities such as staking, the OMI drop raffle, peer-to-peer trading and more when enabled. However, if you want to trade your OMI tokens on an exchange, you will need to bridge them back to L1, which will incur gas costs. So if you plan to hold OMI for the long term, it probably makes sense to move it to the Veve app. If you are currently storing your OMI tokens privately in your own wallet and would like to use the Veve app to swap to L2 OMI tokens, you will also need Go tokens to use as gas in order to send from your personal wallet into your in-app Veve wallet. One Go token is more than enough for multiple transactions, so you will not need much to move your tokens. If you are lucky, someone in the fam may be willing to send you one, and the Ecomi Telegram community is a great place to start. Let me quickly check how much the Go token costs. So the price of GoChain is under 4 cents, so it is very cheap to transact and move your tokens across. If you already hold your OMI in the Veve app wallet and are happy for your balances to be migrated directly to L2, you can leave them as is. They will be automatically swapped when the migration takes place. So if your OMI is already in the app, then you don't have to do anything at all and the migration will be seamless for you. The option to send the existing GoChain OMI token to your in-app wallet is only available before the token migration. Once the OMI token has moved to Ethereum, you will need to manually swap them through our swap site to be able to port them into the app. So this in-app option is only available before the migration has taken place. If you want to move it at a later date, then you will have to make sure that the token has already migrated across to Ethereum before moving to the wallet. The second option is exchanges. The OMI token is currently available on 4 exchanges and each has confirmed they will also help facilitate the token swap. So my tokens are currently held on Gate.io, but they can also be held on Bitforex, AscendEX and OKEX. This means that exchanges will automatically swap your token balances for you to the new Ethereum OMI token. However, these tokens will be swapped to Layer 1 OMI. Holding L1 OMI allows you to trade your tokens and store them in any cold storage wallet that supports Ethereum. However, you will not be able to use them within Veve. So if you wish to move your tokens over to your Ledger or a Trezor wallet, then you will need to have L1 OMI. And if you then wish to use your OMI in the Veve app at a later date, you will be able to bridge or port your tokens to L2 through the web wallet, and information for that will be provided in the future. We will be working closely with the exchanges to set a date so that you have ample opportunity to deposit your token should you wish to choose this option. And again, the only cost incurred are the GoChain gas fees to send your exchange address, which is very cheap. During the token swap, it is expected that the exchanges will pause deposits, withdrawals, and trading of the OMI token. The length of time this pause takes place will depend on the exchange itself, and they will provide information on this as necessary. All of that is fairly standard. Upon completion of the exchange-based token swap, you will no longer be able to send your GoChain OMI tokens to your exchange accounts, as they will only accept the new Ethereum OMI token from that point on. However, option 3 will be available for you to migrate your token at a later date. So once the migration is complete, you will no longer be able to send your GoChain OMI tokens to your in-app Veve wallet or to your exchange accounts, as they will only accept Ethereum OMI token from that point on. So if you hold your GoChain OMI tokens in a cold storage wallet, you haven't moved it to the Veve app, or you haven't moved it to an exchange, then you'll have to do it through the token swap site, which is number 3. The token swap site is a manual process and allows you to swap from the existing GoChain OMI token and or the wrapped OMI token to the new Ethereum token, giving you the option of when you want to migrate your tokens. The key difference between manual migration through the swap site and the automatic swaps offered in-app and through exchanges are the cost and knowledge required. In order to use the swap site, you will need to have or use the MetaMask browser extension and understand how to sign and approve transactions. You will also require both Go and Ethereum tokens in order to cover gas, and this transaction cost is incurred by the token holder. Any GoChain OMI that is migrated to Ethereum OMI using the swap site will be migrated to layer 1. You will have the option to bridge to layer 2. However, these transactions will also incur a gas cost. Again, if you need a refresher on the difference between layer 1 and layer 2 OMI and where and how they can be used, please see this article. So this article is referring to the previous video that I made and also the previous article they posted. Choosing when to use the swap site is up to you and provides an opportunity to swap your tokens when the gas prices are lower. The swap site will be available indefinitely, which means you do not need to rush to swap your OMI as soon as the swap site is live. You may find your transactions processed more quickly once the traffic eases. The token swap site is the most expensive option of the 3, as it requires you to pay gas using Go and Ethereum. Depending on network congestion, these transactions could cost anywhere between $30 and $100 worth of Ethereum, and bridging between L1 and L2 will also require ETH to pay for transactions. We will soon be releasing in-depth instructions and a walkthrough guide showing you how to connect to and use the swap site, and an additional resource on how to bridge your assets, so please stay tuned for those. So to summarize, the first option is probably the cheapest, the second being the second cheapest, and the third being the most expensive. So having your OMI within the app is the cheapest option for migration, and then followed by having it in an exchange, and then finally having it stored elsewhere like a cold wallet, and then choosing when to use the swap site is the most expensive due to all the Ethereum gas fees. So they've also provided an FAQ. So how do I know which option is best for me? Determining which swap option is most appropriate to your circumstances really comes down to where and how you want to use your OMI tokens. If you want to store and or spend them within the Veve app for activities such as staking, the OMI drop raffle, or peer-to-peer NFT transactions sales, porting directly to L2 makes sense. If you want the option to trade on exchanges, holding some OMI on L1 might be better for you. For most token holders, a combination of both is likely to be the best solution, and the swap site will be available indefinitely if you choose not to migrate all of your tokens at once, so you don't have to make a final decision now either. Post-migration, we will enable a bridge in the web wallet, which will allow you to port your tokens from L1 exchanges to L2 Veve, and vice versa if you change your mind in the future. When will the token migration take place? Not until the new year. The date is yet to be advised, and no action is required from a user at this moment of time. They will give us ample time to move our tokens to prepare for the token migration. So, do I have to move my tokens now? Whilst now is a good time to be preparing and deciding which options are best for you, you do not need to take action at this time as long as you move your tokens prior to the migration date. As always, the security of your asset is your own responsibility, so choosing when and where to move them is up to you. We will give you notice when the migration date has been set and recommend moving your tokens a minimum of 72 hours before it is due to take place. Whenever you choose to move your tokens, we strongly suggest sending a small amount first as a test and ensure you have the correct addresses and information. For swap option 2, it is likely that exchanges will close OMI deposits sooner than the migration date in order to be prepared for it. So if you are using the exchanges option, please remain aware of their deposit withdrawal restrictions. So if you're using option 2, make sure to be ready ahead of time just in case they freeze depositing and withdrawing the OMI token. How do I find my OMI wallet in the Veve app? If you're an Android user, you can toggle access on the OMI wallet in your app settings. If you are using iOS, you can access your OMI wallet by logging into the web wallet with the same credentials you use to log into Veve. It can be found here, omi.veve.me. What if I miss the migration window? There is no rush to swap your tokens, and you always have the option to use our swap site to manually migrate at time of your choosing. What about OMI tokens? If you currently hold wrapped OMI, you will be able to swap these to the new Ethereum OMI token through the token swap site. We will provide more information on how to do so in a coming article. What if I have OMI on my secure wallet? If you are currently storing your tokens on the secure wallet or any other cold storage device, you will need to use one of the 3 methods mentioned above to swap to the new Ethereum OMI token. After the migration, the new Ethereum OMI token will be available in the secure wallet app, and you will be able to return your tokens to cold storage on the secure wallet. The Ecomi secure wallet will continue to store and display GoChain OMI as well as the new ERC20 OMI token on the home screen. As token holders have the option to migrate their OMI through the token swap site at the time of their own choosing, it is imperative that both tokens remain available and visible until all tokens have been migrated. It is also important to understand that the secure wallet supports layer 1 tokens only, and users will not be able to withdraw from their Veve app directly to their secure wallet. What if I want to move my OMI from L1 to L2? Upon completion of the migration, we will also release new features in the web wallet allowing you to bridge between layers. That is, you'll be able to deposit your tokens to layer 2 or withdraw them to layer 1 at time of your choosing. We will release more detailed instructions on this in a future article. So there we have the 3 options to swap our tokens out. Either we can do it from within the app or on the exchanges or using the swap site that they will be providing. And dependent on what you're doing with your tokens, makes sense to use one of the 3 options. I currently hold my OMI within an exchange, but I'm going to look at how to move it over to the Veve app. And that's because I don't plan on selling any of my OMI tokens. I'm just going to sit back and watch and see what happens with the price of the OMI token. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much.